That's the face you're going to wake up to at 3 o'clock in the morning if you give this video a thumbs down. This is like a 1 week exclusive where you do not get a broken Solo Sokoan spike in the rectum. You get this instead. I don't know which one's worse. Now, I'm going to talk about you know what? Fuck it. Let's get right into it. It was the first goddamn thing that came out. I don't know why I keep doing this. It's like the Tatanka chop. About John Cena's alleged return to being a face. I was going to do a separate video on it, try to build some extra hype, get some extra views. I'm just going to roll it all into one because it did happen. I'm doing it again. Right here. It must be because I'm French. I talk with my hands and apparently chopping people. So SummerSlam is tonight. Super, super excited for that. This was in Newark, New Jersey, and I know a lot of people roll their eyes. But as a Canadian, I've gone to Jersey many, many times in recent years. Well, no, I haven't been there in recent years. I mean, when I was younger, I used to go there. I used to go surfing in Cape Cod and Wildwood, New Jersey. Beautiful, beautiful place. So John Cena came out and he kind of had like a different look on his face. And as he went to speak, Cody Rhodes came out. He turned face. He thanked Cody for giving him the kick in the ass to straighten him out that he needed, beating sense into him. Cena said, "The people on my team left me alone," aka Travis Scott and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Cena says he's the only platinum rapper that's showing up at SummerSlam to whoop his ass. Cody is happy. They share a Hulk Hogan Real American beer. Okay. So I got to talk about this really quick. So as we know, even when Cena won the championship at WrestleMania, The Rock never came out. He wasn't around. Allegedly, really quick, just to kind of keep it simple. I don't want to start naming you every goddamn date, every event, but allegedly Travis Scott missed a lot of appearances to train, unlike Jelly Roll, who's been like really crushing it, really showing up, taking it seriously, showing enthusiasm, showing actual passion. It's hard for me to hate on that. Travis Scott seems to have like not really done that. He's not showing that he's serious, and it left the WWE, like as a whole, like the company, not happy with him. So there was a bit of a fallout to the point where the upcoming DLC for 2K25 was allegedly going to have Travis Scott, and now instead we're getting El Grande Americano. Wow, I did all that without a script, without even typing that out. See, I shouldn't doubt myself sometimes. So now in comes Jelly Roll, but that seems to be working out a lot better. So I think John Cena played that in there, not the Jelly Roll thing, the Travis Scott thing. And then as for The Rock, internal sources allegedly state, and again, this could just be to keep it under hush-hush, allegedly he's not scheduled to be at SummerSlam at all. Internally, no one's talking about him because he's not scheduled to show up anytime soon. Which I have to admit, for WrestleMania 41, that did leave me pissed off, because you do this whole thing, you do the whole, like, you know, finish it, sell me your soul, he's around, and all of a sudden he's just not around. And I'm not saying he needs to be around all the time, but at these key moments he needs to be there. He wasn't even there when Cena won the championship, like I said. So based on that, it wouldn't surprise me, actually. Either which way, and maybe that's part of the fun. It wouldn't surprise me if The Rock doesn't show up. And it's sad, because I really feel like he does need to come out no matter what. Because at that point, now you could have this thing with Cody Rhodes and John Cena getting together, teaming up against The Rock. Maybe The Rock has Travis Scott and somebody else with him. Maybe he's got another protege, Ethan Page or something. I don't know. I'm just talking shit here. Or we could end up having a double whammy where John Cena does remain face, but somehow Cody Rhodes is the one that turns heel. So there's just all these like, ooh, right? And I think that's the magic of professional wrestling, is not knowing what could happen. For all we know, Roman Reigns could come out to help, Cody Rhodes. I don't think their story's completely finished, even though it may feel like it. So that's all I wanted to share on that. I think potentially this is genuine. There's always that chance that it's like a swerve again, and really he's not face. That's what I love about the storytelling in wrestling, regardless of the promotion. Okay, moving on. Julia retains her U.S. title against Zelina Vega. Kiana James is at Julia's side. That was a thing that recently happened. Don't really know the backstory on that for me because I don't follow like NXT and all that, which is where I think she's from. It just kind of seems like they're just like, oh, insert girl here. You're standing by her side and that's it. Do they know each other from NXT? I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. I'm just reporting that that's what's going on. Open challenge match for the AAA World Tag Team Championship, which Los Garza did retain. They've now been champs, well, as the making of this video, 47 days. They faced off against Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown. Not gonna lie, this was a little bit fucking weird for me. I don't get the whole, like, it, you know, it's kind of funny, like a hornswoggle, Santina Marella. Funny. I just, you know, I thought it was fucking weird. Can I say that? Really? It's fucking weird. Chewing on the stuffy. I mean, it's original. It reminds me of Al Snow when he used to hold his head. And then scream, everybody wants head. You can let me know down below what you think of this shit. Now, this was interesting. I really like Aleister Black and Damian Priest. So Damian Priest does win via DQ as Aleister Black cheated with a chair. And then he went off post-match to really lay an ass whooping on Damian Priest. This is really building that rivalry. Aleister Black really pissed off that Damian Priest was coming from a good place. You know, the initial fuck you, slap in the face, I drop your ass, stay out of my business was one thing with the whole R-Truth thing. But now this, that's just like a weird way to have a build-up to a rivalry. He just really got angry and whatever. I'm enjoying it. This almost deserves a video of its own. Presidential fitness test now, alleged going on with Trump. Had Triple H there at the White House, RFK Jr. and all that. And it's for the commitment for the youth fitness in America. It's been very, very divisive. This I'm abso-fucking-lutely making a separate video on because that's going to get me like maybe 40 views. And it's going to be about, it's just not all that serious. People talking about, oh, Triple H, they're not going to beat these allegations that they're not MAGA. And I'm like, dude, where the fuck have you been all these years? They ain't trying to hide it. And quite frankly, I don't think they care. Right? Now, don't forget, some of them could be like Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. They bit their tongues, potentially. They have to remain nonpartisan. I don't have to be nonpartisan. I could say whatever the hell I want about anybody and everybody. Okay? My main thing ain't, never mind Trump. RFK Jr.'s got some wacky fucking health ideologies. I'm just gonna leave it there, okay? You might feel differently, and if you do, you know what? That's okay. I'm still putting my foot down. Never mind Triple H and Trump getting all buddy-buddy. RFK Jr. and health? Really? And we can take a jab at Triple H. Let's talk about a guy that pumped steroids into his body and then had his heart explode, and right? And now they're going to talk to you about health. That is the speech a lot of people are saying. Well, just because you did steroids, just because you had a heart attack, just because you have a defibrillator, you know, a defib, whatever in his chest, doesn't mean he doesn't have the knowledge, right? Just think about that. It's like an obese person. When I was heavily diabetic and I had like 6 chins, now I can actually see my jawline. Well, because I've dropped like 140 pounds. I used to be severely overweight. I used to weigh 350 pounds, and my diabetic nurse used to look like, no offense, a blimp. There's just no sugarcoating it. But I never went, what do you know about fitness? Just because you don't look the part doesn't mean you don't know about the part. It just means she's not applying it to her day-to-day living. I knew all the information too, but I clearly wasn't applying it, right? So you can't use that, in my opinion, against Triple H. I know I kind of went off. Maybe I won't bother making the other video now. This could have been 3 separate videos, and I'm just rolling this bitch all up into one. It's a SummerSlam, you know, special SmackDown before SummerSlam. So that. Then Tala Tonga defeats Big Jim in his WWE in-ring debut, but not his wrestling debut. And again, not to be rude, I'm just going to be blunt. This kind of felt like, can I say it? I don't care what people think. It felt like it was his professional wrestling debut. This motherfucker has been around the world, New Japan Pro and some other promotions. He's won championships, like 3 or 4 different championships. He's been wrestling for a long time. I couldn't tell. Maybe it's been a while, ring rust. Maybe he's nervous to be on the big stage at WWE. I'm not saying I would have done a better job. I'm not saying it sucked. I'm saying you're no Jacob Fatu. You're no Tama Tonga. You're no even Solo Sikoa. You're no, I could go on and on and on. Tonga Loa, that's the one that hurt his arm. I'm getting confused with all the fucking Tongas. I think Tonga Loa and Tala Tonga, they share sort of like a familiar, almost like an awkward, what's the word? It looks telegraphed. There's a lot of moments with Tala Tonga, it did not look natural. Tala Tonga made it look like wrestling really is scripted. We know that it's scripted, but he made it look scripted. Telegraphed. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. Whatever. Just my thoughts, right? When things stand out to me, I like to talk about them. Then post-match, there was a beatdown on Big Jim. And Jacob Fatu came out to help as they were lowering the cage, and it backfired. This motherfucker can go. From day one, I was like, oh, fuck. Even JC Mateo's good. But I am excited, okay, for him. We know that this is a stage name, and he's got high platform boots on, because, listen, you're not fooling me. We all know this is Kirk Hammett, the lead guitarist of Metallica, okay? Pretty good. He's been working out, clearly. The creatine and the human growth hormones gave him an extra 3.5 feet. Plus with the platforms. Okay. So that was cool. Then we ended the segment with Logan Paul. Why did I put Logan Paul 7? That was supposed to be... Oh, 7. Shift 7 is the and symbol. Ah, I'm smart. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre come out talking trash about Jelly Roll, how he doesn't belong. Jelly Roll got rolled. I've been waiting all day to say that. Even though it's really early in the morning. I've been waiting all morning to say that. Got rolled backstage when he was training and performing in a ring. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll show up in a vehicle. They get out. They roll down to the ring. All-out brawl with security. Randy Orton RKOs a couple of them, and Jelly Roll flatlined one of them. I have to admit, I'm excited for this match. I'm excited to see what a couple of months at the Performance Center does to a regular person that's not a wrestler. I really am. I don't think he's going to catch to wrestling like a water does to fish, like a fish does to water, or like Logan Paul does. God damn, you'd be thinking that guy's been wrestling for 60 years, but I've already talked about that. So that's it. That's my speech. Normally, like I said, my recaps aren't this long, especially not for SmackDown. There's a couple of things I wanted to get off my chest. The whole Cena thing, turning face. I still might make a separate video on it. And then the whole Triple H at the White House. You could have had anybody. I think it could have been Joe Biden. They still would have had that happen to be nonpartisan as a company, right? Could have had anybody else in charge. I think that still would have gone ahead and whatever. So thumbs up as always. If you like the video, it does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. You didn't like it? Okay? I'm just telling you. No, that's not me. You get that. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow on Sunday. I'm going to be covering... Sorry. Today is SummerSlam. Tonight is SummerSlam. Saturday. I'm going to be making a video tomorrow on Sunday. And then Monday early about Sunday. And then Tuesday about Monday Night Raw. Yeah. It's math. I gotta go. Bye for now.